Let's I guess read it. We'll read it
yourself?
out loud. We'll read it out loud because for the podcast version.
A father lived with his son who was an alcoholic. When drunk, the son often became violent and physically abused his father. As a result, the father always lived in fear. One night, the father heard his son on the front stoop making loud, obscene remarks. The father was certain that his son was drunk and was terrified that he would be physically beaten again. In his fear, he bolted the front door and took out a revolver. When the son discovered that the door was bolted, he kicked it down. As the son burst through the front door, his father shot him 4 times in the chest, killing him. In fact, the son was not under the influence of alcohol or any drug and did not intend to harm his father. At trial, the father presented the above facts and asked the judge to instruct the jury on self-defense. How should the judge instruct the jury with respect to self-defense? A. Give the self-defense instruction because it expresses the defense's theory of the case. B. Give the self-defense instruction because the evidence is sufficient to raise the defense. C. Deny the self-defense instruction because the father was not in imminent danger from his son. Or D. Deny the self-defense instruction because the father used excessive force.
It's a good topic.
It's very, I doubt it.
I doubt
it. So we know that it's give, right? So it's either A or B.
Right.
So Bree, what do you think?
I was actually more not even considering A. I was leaning more towards B.
Okay.
I was going C.
No, you're really going C, Joe?
I would go B.
How is he in imminent danger of his breaking through the door?
But
we
Joe,
don't know how far away he is.
It's giving the instruction. It's not saying that this is or is not self-defense. It's just
giving the jury the instruction.
It's definitely okay. Can we do this? Let's rule out A. It's not because it expresses the defense's theory of the case. That's not why. That's wrong. Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So now you want to say B. Give the self-defense instruction because the evidence is sufficient to raise the defense.
That's all there needs to be evidence that's sufficient to plausibly create a self-defense scenario. And I think there's one here.
If there's plausibly in that case, that you have to lean towards that, I think. I mean, how are you going to leave it out? I mean, he's got at least, you have to give the jury the chance to consider it. And as a matter of law, can I say from this, there's no way that he had a plausible self-defense?
No.
There's not enough facts here for me to rule that out. So I have to go with B.
Well, you're not the finder of fact, Joe. So I mean.
But I'm saying, as a matter of law, can I say as a matter of law, there's no way there was self-defense here? Well,
you don't know. There could be other facts. There could be other facts here. Maybe he's a small guy and his son is big, and like I said, there's a history, and
it's almost like a battered.
What about let's consider D though. What about the fact that is the force excessive? He said he was physically abused.
That was the other one that I considered, but since it's into his house and he broke down the door, what state is this for? It could be
this NBA.
His father shot him 4 times in the chest.
Yeah, he could.
Why is he shooting him 4 times in the chest?
But once again, the force used is not part of whether the instruction.
Well, that could be excessive force. That could be excessive force.
But even if there's excessive force, that's not for the judge to decide.
I think that we have to remember specifically what is being asked. It's asking specifically about self-defense.
Yeah, I'm going to go with B. You guys sold me. That's our general consensus, is that we're at B.
All right. Well, so Joe is going to pass the bar exam because of LawTube. The answer is B.
The answer is B. Good job, everyone. Woo! 1 for 1.